Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. And for those of you in the United States, happy Thanksgiving. Today I'd like to talk about boundaries and why everyone needs them. Most of the stress that we have in our life doesn't come from a lack of time or a lack of energy, because we should have enough of that already. It actually comes from a lack of boundaries. So in today's video, I'd like to share with you why everyone, especially those who are 60 or older, need boundaries in their life so that they might live a better and healthier life. And hopefully this will help you in your own journey as it has helped me in mine. So let's begin with this. What are boundaries? Well, boundaries are invisible lines that protect us. They protect our time, our energy, our relationships, and even our spiritual well-being if you are so inclined. Boundaries are like fences or guardrails that we build and we put up, and they're built into the fabric of our life, and they serve two main purposes. Number one, boundaries keep us hemmed in on our behavior and help us from doing stupid things. and some of us need that more than others. And then number two, these boundaries keep other people from violating our space. In both instances, these guardrails, if you will, are for our protection. Without boundaries, life gets messy, really messy. You overcommit yourself. You find yourself saying yes when you really wanted to say no. You feel like you're being pulled into too many directions all at once, and this can leave us feeling drained, resentful, or taken advantage of. And if that sounds familiar to you, you're not alone. I've been there as well. So that's what boundaries are. So let me tell you what boundaries have done for me. Number two, boundaries have helped me protect my happiness. Now, I have spent a great deal of my life, perhaps most of my life, being there for other people, often at the expense of my own needs, and I will tell you, it has cost me a pound of flesh over the years. But somewhere along the way, I began to realize that I didn't have to fall on my sword for everyone else, that my happiness was important also. Setting healthy boundaries is about giving your own needs equal weight as much as anybody else's. While it is good and noble for us to care for other people, there's also great wisdom in taking care of yourself, and here's why. Your own happiness is just as important as anyone else's happiness. Your health is just as important as anyone else's health. And your financial stability or financial security is just as important as anyone else's financial security. So in our efforts to help other people, we don't want to be forfeiting our own happiness, our own health, and our own financial security. And so I began to set up boundaries for myself to protect my happiness for the sake of my health. And I set up some financial boundaries so that I would have a secure financial future. And I learned that setting up boundaries to protect my happiness didn't make me rude, and it didn't make me selfish. It actually made me healthy and happy. Number three, boundaries have also helped me with toxic relationships. Now, during my working years, I had to work with some very, very toxic people, and I'm sure that you have too. And after I retired, a lot of these people simply, poof, disappeared from my life. They evaporated from my life just by virtue of retiring. It was an automatic default as a result of retiring. These difficult people just evaporated. But even though I've retired, I still have to guard myself against toxic people finding their way into my orbit or into my personal space. And setting up boundaries like this protects me from unsafe people that would like to violate my space. Now, everyone has people in their life who are toxic, right? And this could be anyone or everyone who has controlling behavior, gaslighting, jealousy, disrespectful, insulting, or has you walking or tiptoeing around on eggshells every time you're in the same room with them, or whatever. And so you have to assess the people who are in your life, and that includes your friends and family members. Does spending time with certain people drain you of your energy? Do they respect your boundaries? Or do they just make you feel bad and crappy all the time? If you're in your 60s, time is one of the most valuable assets you have because you don't have very much of it left. You're on the last chapter of your life right now. And the last thing that you want to be doing is spending your time with people who are harmful to you, especially in this final chapter or phase of your life. Every minute that you spend with people who make you feel bad is a minute wasted. There's only one thing that you can do, and that is put up some boundary lines for your protection and distance yourself from them. And you can do that without feeling guilty. You deserve it, and you owe it to yourself. Number 4, boundaries have also helped protect me from other people's drama. Now, I'm retired. I don't have to put up with a lot of that anymore. You know what I'm talking about. At work, the workplace environment is just filled with drama. You just got to figure out how to navigate your way with that. But when you retire, you don't have to put up with a lot of that. And after you retire, there might be people who are on or who are in your border or close to your life that are filled with drama, just like workplace. But it doesn't mean that you have to put up with it. Now, I've said all that to say this. If someone has a genuine need and I have the means to help them, I'm glad to help them out. It's the right thing for me to do as a human being. Plus, my faith requires this of me. But having said that, there are some people in this world who are high maintenance people and their drama never ends, right? It can be co-workers, relatives, friends, your neighbors, whoever, whatever. It could be your sister, a cousin, a neighbor, and no matter how much you do for them, it is never enough. And every time that you are around them, some type of drama or chaos seems to hover over their life. It's just one thing after another for these people. They're always needing money. They can't pay their light bill. There's conflict, gossiping, complaining and griping, yelling and crying, and they seem to have relationship problems across the board. Now, when you spend enough time around people who exude this level of negative energy and they're demanding your attention or asking for more money, it just becomes exhausting. There's only so much of that you can deal with. Do yourself a favor. Liberate yourself from this kind of drama and focus upon your own well-being. You're at that time of life that you should focus upon your own well-being by setting up clear boundaries for yourself. Now that I'm retired, I just want to live my remaining days in peace. Don't you? I'm happiest at the place where calm lives, and boundaries help protect me from chaos, particularly the chaos from other people. And then number 5, and perhaps this is most important of all, boundaries protect me from myself. They do. Now, what do I mean by that? Boundaries keep me hemmed in. They limit my behavior, and they help me to not make poor choices. Boundaries keep me from going to places that I shouldn't go to, from hanging around people that I shouldn't hang around with, for engaging myself in any form of behavior that I shouldn't engage myself in. So Boundaries protect me from myself by keeping me hemmed in and limiting my behavior so that I won't make poor choices. Now, I've done some stupid things in my life, particularly when I was younger, but now, at my age and in my wisdom, there are some invisible lines that I will no longer cross. For instance, I have financial boundaries, and I've had them for a long time. There are some things that I will do with my money, and there are some things that I will not do with my money. There are some things that I will spend money on, and there are some things that I flat out will not spend my money on. I have health and fitness boundaries. My health is important to me. My fitness is important to me. So I have some serious health and health and fitness boundaries as well. There are certain foods that I will eat. There were certain foods that I will not eat. You get the idea. There are certain things that I will do for my health, and there are certain things that I will not do to diminish my health. And I also have boundaries for my marriage. Now, I've been married for 44 years, and in all of that time, I have never been alone with another woman behind a closed door. Not once in 44, almost 45 years. That has helped protect my marriage. It has helped protect me. And maybe that's one of the reasons I've been married for 44 years. The point that I'm trying to make here is that I need self-discipline in every area of my life that I want to grow and make progress. My finances, my health, my relationships, my personal growth. I need self-discipline in those areas. And listen, self-discipline prevents me from self-destructing. Now, when I impose these personal boundaries upon myself, not everyone on the outside of them understands them. But that's okay. My personal boundaries or my personal convictions are not about them. It's about me and what's best for me. As you can hear, the wind is really blowing here today. We've got a winter storm come through, a fall storm. So let me say it again, not everyone understands my personal boundaries, but that's okay. It's not about them. It's about me and the things that are best for me. As I said earlier in this video, I spent a great deal of my life being there for other people. And the truth is, it almost broke me. I began to have a meltdown over it. And it cost me a lot. But when I learned to set boundaries for myself, to keep violators out, and to keep myself hemmed in, my world didn't get smaller. I actually got healthier. My life got calmer, and I became stronger. And that's why I'm sharing this with you today. I hope that you will benefit from it. If you're ready to protect yourself and build a resilient life, I have one suggestion for you. Start with personal boundaries. And if you'll do that, your life will improve. Well, that's all for now. If you've enjoyed the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button that you'll find down below. Please like and subscribe so that you can receive more content like this. And remember, your life gets better whenever your boundaries become clearer. I'm Ronnie. Take care, and we'll see you next time.